Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to try to replicate this animation and yeah, I might use GSAP because again, webflow's interactive panel, it's great, but it takes time. There is a lot of trial and error, and we have to be efficient when it comes to projects, and also GSAP is optimized for performance. So I'm going to try that out and see how it goes. But before that, let's break down the animation. You always have to break down an animation when it comes to replicating it. So if I reload, I see the text, keyhole, zooming in, stops, zooms in, this text zooms in, changes the color. Alright, so we have to focus on two elements. One is the keyhole animation, and also I think behind the keyhole this video is being played, so we need the video obviously. But yeah, we have to focus on the keyhole and also this text, two animations, right? These I am not going to work on today. It's going to be a long video if so. But yeah, so I have the basics done. So basically, um, you have the content wrapper. So first of all, you have the main wrapper, and I have set it to a min height of 60 VH. It's relative, and we have the image wrapper which holds the keyhole image, um, and it's set to absolute. We have the actual background, and the actual background is the background we see over here, this one, and yeah, this zooms out. So basically what happens is this scales to like 40. Sorry, let me show you how it happens. So let's get to, you see, so it scales, and that's how it works. So we have to scale a little bit, pause it, and then scale again, and once the second scaling starts, we have to make sure the text color changes as well. So for now, we have to name everything. Like, first of all, before the video I had to prepare a lot. I had to find out the elements and how it's placed, because this content wrapper should be above the keyhole image, and also above, I mean, once the keyhole image is gone, it should be within the above the actual background. So I had to make this as a separate div block. But yeah, so let's make it blue, and let's first of all let's define this. We have the Jirax main image, the actual BG, and the content wrapper. So we are going to work on these two on page load, by the way, and let's see how it goes. So let me open up Claude. So within Claude, you have to go into webflow stuff. Sorry, this is not the one. Learning JSF. So I usually create projects within Claude, so it's easier for me. And I'll just move the window over here, and let's define. First of all, you have to make sure Claude understands the whole project. So I'm going to describe. I have this image of class, and on page load I need it to scale to 40 along x and y axis. So be specific in what you need, and as you scale I need a pause of 0.3 seconds, sorry, around 0.2 seconds at the 20th mark, right? So that's basically the animation. Let's reload and see. Okay, so it appears first, right? Okay, so before the scaling on page load, the keyhole, sorry, the image should appear as a fade in animation, 0 to 1 opacity. So it's better for us to like work on one thing at one time. Let's see what this does. Use GSAP animation for this. I only need the GSAP code and not the CSS code, because Claude tends to generate CSS as well, HTML CSS, which can be overwhelming for someone who doesn't know how to code. So yeah, let's enter and see what it does. Alright, so I got the code. Let's see whether it works. Oh, sorry. I think I need. Sorry, I need these codes as well. I don't think I need everything. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, so let's save. Let's publish, and there is like a 50-50 chance that this might work exactly like we described. That's how it is, right? It's a lot of debug. Alright, it's working. Um, it's not perfect, so it use I have to figure out the exact animation. I had this website thing. That sucks. Alright, it's not here. Yeah, webflow easy. So let's try that out. I have to load Jax as well. So it's something like in quad or in quint, because initially it kind of slows and stops, and then boom, it goes like that, right? So let's um, let's try out. Can we add in quint easy? Is it easy? I don't know. All right, so it's there. Let's see how it works. Got the code. Let's paste it. And also, by the way, when it comes to bigger projects, I do not recommend using this like body tag to load the code. I use something called Slader, and it's easier to debug as well, man. It's when the project gets bigger, it takes time for this to publish. There are projects that I work on that's legit that had like 1 to 2 minute publish time. So yeah. All right, we can have a little bit smoothing. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, let's also reduce the scaling point to like 10, and see how it goes. So I'm not going to work on the easing part. Like, yeah, it will take a lot of time. I don't want to make this video super boring. It's already at the 10-minute mark. So let's see how this works. Yeah, it stops. That's the scene. So that's the issue. So let's try to work this one more time. Can we make the stop at the scale 20 part more smooth, like like a small pause, and then resume the animation up to scale 40. It shouldn't be a hard stop. So let's see what this gives us. Sure, I can make the transition smoother with gentle pause rather than hard stop. Okay, that's the word. Alright. Okay, so what this has done is now we are scaling to 20. Instead of having a hard stop up to 20, there is a smoothing from 20 to 20.5, and that's like the smooth pause. So let's see how this works out. Instead of 20, I might go with 10 again. 12.5. Yeah, let's save. Okay, alright. I don't think it's published. Let's see again. So let's try to use the same easing options and see how it goes. There might be issue with that as well. Yeah, it's similar, not perfect, but now you know the process. But let's focus on the second part. So now if you take the heading, let's focus on the heading for a little bit. We have a red heading, no change, and boom, it zooms in and also changes the text. Okay, so let's type in. So I want to integrate another animation for the heading, main heading. This should start when the image scales from 20.5 to 40. The initial color of the heading is blue, but when the animation starts, it should change from what's that? From blue to black. Then I also need the heading to scale from 1 to 1.3 along the x and y axis. Alright, let's see how it does. Alright, so we have a new code. What it has done is it had added the heading. So initially we had this image, now we have the heading, and it syncs with the um, animation that we have over here. So yeah, let's see how it goes. See, webflow has not made the changes, so that's why you should always use something cost later. Yeah, it's working. So yeah guys, that's it. It took around, I would say, 20 minutes because I needed to figure out the structure and everything. So basically what I did was I inspected this page, and yeah, that's how we kind of do it. So you inspect the page, you find out the stuff. So this is actually the element, and we have hero images, and that's where the magic happens. So if I refresh, you'll see you'll see the 3D transform effect is in the works. So what you have to do is you have to kind of read through all this code, or use ChatGPT or Claude to copy and paste and ask what's happening. But yeah, that's basically it. So if I were to do this in Webflow, it would take a lot of time. I have to set up the page load animations. I have to select the keyhole, and on load it should expand, and it should pause a little bit, all those stuff. So it's it's better to understand, but I have already done a lot of animations, and this is way more effective. So this is like the first few projects that I'm getting into when it comes to GSAP. Pretty excited by the results. It has cut my time by, I don't know, 50%, 50 to 60% when it comes to interactions. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this solution. Any feedback is always appreciated. I am still like an intermediate level developer. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning, and I would love to learn as much as I can, because knowledge is power. So talk soon.